Hi, this is Xane Daniel. I wanted to thank you so much for participating in this meditation and activation. This is not just a guided meditation, but it is an activation. I work with an extra-dimensional collective called the Hathors. They're very powerful, and by listening to the sound of my voice, you're being activated by the Hathors, and then peppered throughout this meditation, you'll receive very specific, targeted energy healing through activations. And how these activations work is I will say, breath in. And when I do, you'll take a nice big deep breath and you'll hold it at the top and you'll wait for me to say the word awaken. And then you can exhale. But it will be loud, so don't be too surprised when it bursts into your ears. This is the signal that will send a high burst of energy to accomplish whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. And as with all high vibrational energy activations or attunements, it's important for you to know that this can result in a little bit of a recovery period. So don't be surprised if you feel extra tired or extra wide awake. Drink plenty of water after you listen to this. And this recovery period could actually take a couple of days for you to get over. But understand that if you do experience a recovery period, you've gone through quite the transformation. To use the Monday meditations as intended, I invite you to listen to each one all week, every day, until the next Monday meditation releases, and then use that one every day for a week. Each time you listen to them, they will become more and more integrated into the amazing being that you already are. I want you to go ahead, close your eyes, get comfortable, and take a nice big deep breath. And relax as you exhale. Feel yourself becoming one with your environment, becoming one with the moment. It's so easy to get stuck in your head. What does that even mean? It means that you're using your brain to try to solve problems. You've got problems in your life. Maybe they're external to you. Maybe they're internal to you. Maybe they're emotional problems. Maybe they are relationship problems. Maybe they are work problems, money problems, negative entity attachment problems. Whatever the problem is, you are trying to solve it, and you're probably trying to solve it by using that brain. Well, that brain trying to solve problems is very effective depending on the problem. But there are many problems that are way too complicated or way too difficult for the brain to even comprehend. And so then this brain of ours becomes the problem itself. We in our society today believe that we are brains being carried around in meat robots, that our true essence is our brain. Science has been explaining this to us for a while. But the brain is just an organ. It's no different than the heart or the stomach. It has a purpose, and its purpose is to generate thoughts. And those thoughts are supposed to be very useful to us. They're supposed to help us survive this treacherous and dangerous life and environment on this planet. But now things are a little bit different. There is not danger around every corner. The chance of dying today is low compared to during primitive times when the chance of dying was quite easy. You could die from a scratch. You could die from a cold. You could die from a lot of things. Predators that were much bigger than us and around us all the time. So in this world that we're in today, we still have this brain that is trying to solve all of our problems for us. Unfortunately, when the brain can't solve the problem, that's when it becomes a problem. So there's another way. There's a better way. There's an easier way. And it's to actually focus the brain on thinking about something else. Okay, well, yes, but you say that, but I can't do it. I have an awful time. I can't focus. I keep coming back to the thing that's wrong and I've got to solve it. Well, actually, New Age spirituality, I hate to give it that name, but it needs one, just some label that we can use and reference, that is not institutionalized religion, gives us the ability to engage these brains in a completely new way. There are some incredible concepts in metaphysics and New Age spirituality that make the brain's purpose of solving problems almost obsolete, because the spiritual approach to life is there are no problems, that everything is exactly how it should be, that there is nothing quote unquote wrong, that we are the creator of this universe and we set it up just so. We wanted everything to be exactly as it is. So if that's the case, then right away the brain doesn't have any problems to solve. Oh, but wait, it still does. And that problem that the brain needs to solve is the fact that the brain is trying to solve problems. Whoa, paradox. Okay. So how do you stop your brain from solving problems? Well, you give it a new task. The brain's purpose now is to understand and discover and deliver the reasons why we should be accepting of our situation and the world. To deliver reasons why we are optimistic about how things will go. That we have a positive belief. The reasons why we could have a positive belief. And then the reasons why we should be excited about our life journey or whatever the situation might be that you're trying to solve. It's to be grateful for those things that are actually challenging you, because they might be helpful in some other way. And to have unconditional love, which is actually the opposite of finding reasons, because if you find reasons to unconditionally love something, then you're finding conditions. So then it's not unconditional love, it's conditional love, which is fine too. But unconditional love says, I love it anyway. So isn't it better to use the problem-solving brain to, instead of trying to solve what's wrong, but instead to find the reasons why we should have all of those high-frequency, high-vibrational emotions? Wouldn't that be a better use of this brain? So you stop thinking about, well, I need to solve this so that I can be happy, excited, grateful, enthusiastic, joyful, etc. We spend a lot of time trying to figure it out so that we can be those things. Oh, I got to solve this problem, and then if I solve that problem, and then if I take care of this, and I resolve this, and my relationship is great, and my financial situation is fantastic, and I don't have these negative entity attachments, and I don't have these depression thoughts, and I don't have this PTSD, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I've solved this, and I've solved that, then I'll finally be able to be joyful. Well, what if you foregoed, I don't know, is that a word? You forewent, I don't know if that's a word, all of that, and instead focused on that excitement, that gratitude, that optimism, that acceptance, and that unconditional love directly, rather than trying to manipulate the world and your life so that those things were available to you by changing things about your surroundings and yourself, and instead just focused on those things. I'm going to focus on enthusiasm and gratitude. Well, why would I feel enthusiastic about this miserable situation? Oh, well, that's because everything happens for me, not to me. That every experience is an opportunity for growth and expansion. Well, that's something to be excited about. That's something to be grateful for. And when you do that, you surround yourself with a higher frequency, a powerful frequency, that makes every problem easier to solve. But when you look at things with frustration and impatience and disappointment and fear and worry, guilt and shame, does that make those problems easier to solve? When you're trying to solve a problem that is too complex to solve, what emotion do you experience? Well, frustration, because it's too complex to solve. Disappointment in yourself, because it's too complex to solve. A feeling of unworthiness, because you can't solve it. Maybe desperation, despair, anger. All of the negative emotions are available to you when you try to solve a problem that is too complex to be solved. So stop trying to solve it. Use that brain, that incredible brain that just produces thoughts, to produce reasons why you should feel enthusiastic, excited, optimistic, and grateful. So what I want to do with this meditation is make that an easier process for yourself. So I want you to think of the biggest problem that you've got in your life right now. I want you to think of it, whatever it might be, as even bigger. I want you to imagine that this problem is going to eat you alive. That this problem, this financial problem, you're thinking right now, oh no, I can't make ends meet. Well, let's go even further. Your financial problem is going to ruin you, and you're going to live on the streets for the rest of your life. Your relationship problem is going to be terrible, and it's only going to get worse. Your negative entity problem, they're just going to start inviting other entities in, and you're just going to be a negative entity machine or a party house. I want you to go to the worst possible thing that you can imagine about this thing, whatever it is, that is your biggest problem. And I want you to focus there. And I want you to feel the emotions that you might feel if that were all true. Worry, doubt in yourself, fear, maybe even an apathy, like I just give up, I can't do it anymore. Depression, frustration, disappointment, whatever those emotions are, I really want you to seek them out. Don't run from them. They are legit emotions. They are valid. And you are here on this planet to experience them. So let's not deny ourselves the ability to do that, the opportunity to do that. So focus in on woe is me. And keep feeling that, and keep feeling that. Feel those emotions. Feel what it feels like. Where in your body do you feel it? Is it in your head? Is it in your shoulders? Are they weighted down? Are they all lifted up and all tense? Is it in your gut? You feel this fluttering vibration, this tightness. You're bearing down, you're clenching your muscles. Where are you feeling it? Really seek it out and really experience it the worst possible way. And I'm telling you this because we're going to get rid of it. So root it out. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to bury it. Bring it to the surface. Feel it, feel it, feel it. It's going to be temporary. And focus in on that feeling. I want you to also imagine that I've injected you with a colored dye or ink. You choose the color. And this dye or ink is attracted to this discomfort area in the shoulders or in the head or in the gut, wherever it is. And I want you to see that color take the shape of the discomfort area, of the negative emotional experience that you're having because you're imagining your problem being way worse than it already has been. So continue to focus on the feeling and see it clearly, the shape of it in your body, all the way through the activation. Breath in. Ahoy! Oh, that's good. Okay. So I want you to give it a minute. Notice where you're feeling it in your body. Notice. Did it change? Has it moved to a new location? Has it gotten less intense? Has it gotten more intense? What happened to the feeling? For most of you, it has gotten less intense. Maybe all of you. And to test the theory that it's less intense, I want you to go back to thinking about your problem in the worst possible way. The biggest problem you can imagine. Oh my gosh, this is going to be horrific. Just focus on that problem right now and imagine the worst possible outcome. Are you able to bring that feeling back that you had just a moment ago? For most of you, you won't be able to. It's because we rooted it out and we changed your frequency. You are no longer aligned with the frequency of that emotion. It doesn't make any sense to be. It's not helpful. What I've described to you in this meditation is a tool, it's a process called walking up the chart. I describe it in some of my other videos. We go way in depth as to how to do it as part of my program called Detached, where we're detaching you from depression, from PTSD, from negative entity attachments, from everything that's wrong in life. We fix it. We just fix it. That's all there is to it. So I want you to take another nice big deep breath, and on this exhale, feel that problem just melting away. You've got this. This is an incredible experience that you've been given, that you've chosen for yourself. The challenges and the beauty, all of it. So you should congratulate yourself because you've made it this far. You're here listening to this right now. You're still alive. You're still proving to yourself that you could do it. That's why you set off for this in the first place. You chose this experience because you knew that you could do it. And guess what? You're doing it. You're doing it. Congratulate yourself for that. And when you're ready to handle everything that life throws at you, whatever challenge, whatever problem, whatever difficulty, and whatever beauty whatever success, whatever thriving that you experience. And focus on your gratitude, on your excitement, and on your unconditional love. When you're ready for all of that, then you can open your eyes. Thanks so much for participating in this meditation. It means the world to me that you do, and it means the world to me when I hear from you telling me how much it helped. So please leave a comment. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and it helps me know that these are being useful, that these are helping the world. And you are the world. You're not just you, you're everything that exists. And if I can help you, that means I'm helping all of existence. So let me know if I'm doing a good job. I love to hear it. It gives me the energy to continue to do it, to do them on time, to do them every week. And as always, go ahead and watch this every day until next Monday when I release a new one of these. Thank you again so much. I love you unconditionally, and I'll see you in the next video.